Good morning and welcome back to the Ice Cube Curling Center here in Sochi, Russia. This is the World Junior Curling Championships. My name is Sander Elvåg. I'm joined by the ever so lovely Sarah Carlson.
You do know that I find you lovely as well, right, Sander?
Not quite sure.
Don't tell you often enough.
We're going to take a look at the playoff setup here. We did see Scotland play Canada. Scotland won that game, went into the gold medal game. Last night we had a very exciting matchup between the Maple Leaf and home favourites Russia, where Arkhipov came out victorious in the last end with a pick for the win. So it's Scotland-Russia in the gold medal game. Canada drops down to play Sweden in the bronze final. Both games will be played this morning. So a future game, of course, will be the men's final, Scotland-Russia, as we just see the teams entering the ice here. Lineup for Scotland will have lead Cammy Smith, second Kyle Waddle, third Thomas Muirhead, and the team is skipped by Kyle Smith. Alternate, Hammy McMillan, and team coach Rambo David Ramsey.
And here you see the lineup for Russia. Lead Artur Ali, second Dmitry Mironov, third Sergei Glukov, and skip Evgeny Arkhipov. Their alternate is Timur Galzinkanov and team coach Vasily Gudin.
Scotland has Hammer after winning the 1-2 page. Russia picked the Yellowstones, so Scotland has to play the red. Two teams are still in the running for the gold medal. Kyle Smith and his team got bronze last year and are looking to improve. Russia have already outdone themselves, being the first ever Russian junior men's team to make it to the playoffs. It seemed the first time the World Juniors has been hosted by a Russian city, and Team Arkhipov have a chance to win the gold in front of their home fans. It's a fairy tale looking for a feel-good ending. Who will prevail? Who will be victorious? The answer is just around the corner as we kick off the World Junior Championships men's final here in Sochi, Russia. So the announcer have just gone through the lineup for all the fans here in the Ice Cube Curling Center. Countdown to the start of play is 17 seconds now. I'm so excited, Sarah.
You can definitely just feel the butterflies all the way up to the commentators' bench here. As always, just a couple of practice slides before we get started.
So certainly I picked Scotland as the favourite before the week started, and I'm not really surprised to see them in the final. I remember we saw Russia at 2 losses to the start of the week. I said you probably expect them to win some games, but I'm not sure if I expected them to be in the final. They've really just gone from strength 2 strength, and played a great game against Canada yesterday. It's probably the best game we had so far. Some amazing shots.
Yeah, no doubt. Both teams just really pulling out their absolute best. But towards the end, you could just see Russia. They just grew and seemed to just really, really enjoy themselves.
So who is feeling most nervous here? The favourite Scotland, or a very excited Russia maybe?
I think you're definitely going to get some nerves from both teams. It's just a matter of who's going to be able to turn them into focus. And of course it will be Russia to start the game. Lead Artur Ali is on the hack.
So looking for the centre guard already in the first end. And that's what we've seen from Arkhipov and his team the whole week. Not afraid to put stones in play.
It's really been benefiting them as well, especially when they don't have hammer. They put up the centre guard and really try to force the play down the centre line.
Top 8.
This is Cammy Smith, lead for Scotland. He has had a good week. He's the new addition to the team from last year in Östersund, where we had Kurt Drummond playing lead. He won the bronze final against Norway.
Switch up.
Against me, actually. I'm not better though. It's great to see these guys making it to the final.
And that's a really nice come around by Cammy, hidden behind the guard and top 8 foot, exactly where you want to have it.
Yeah, it's so important. We just saw lead Brendan McCush for Canada just come a bit too deep too many times last night, and Artur Ali really punished him for it. Coming down with the freezes, just locking in the forefoot, making it really difficult for the Canadians. But playing the freeze here on a stone at the top of the 8 is not only a bit harder, but it will allow Scotland more room to play around. Keep the forefoot open. Great shot by Artur Ali though.
Okay. Just try and get inside of that.
So I'm not quite sure how many stones Kyle Smith would like to have in play here in the very first end. I think they might just be looking to be a bit more defensive. Might just be scared of Team Russia's aggression.
Room. It's coming now. Right on it, boys.
Looks like Cammy's just going to play another really good one though. And finds a really nice angle for Scotland there.
Boys, shot.
So I think a couple of the teams here this week have come pretty far with good tactics and just playing the simple game and calling the right shots. This is Dmitry Mironov for Russia, and they're not necessarily calling the right shots all the time, but they certainly are calling the aggressive shots, and they're quite the shot makers and just being able to put pressure on the opponent. And that's something I think they've been best at all week, really. They're just fearless.
Just look at that freeze from Mironov, his first shot of the game, and it's just absolutely perfect, and he made a ton of those yesterday as well.
That's just a call that we just haven't been seeing from other teams. Just looking very confident in making the shots. So Kyle Waddle here, first stone of the final for him. I think he was looking further on back maybe. Or maybe just peeling the guard, sure.
I think they were just trying to get rid of the guard. drawing the play into the house, be able to create some separation. They do have hammers, so you would like to make sure that they can score at least one. So Russia gonna make a play on their own yellow here to remove the red, leave them sitting 3.
So it's just 10 past 9 here in Sochi, Russia. For all you Scottish fans that has woken up at, what would that be, 4 o'clock
in the morning?
4 o'clock in the morning.
5, I believe.
Right on the nose.
Yes, 5 o'clock in the morning.
So you get to sleep in then?
If you're staying up or waking up just now to watch the game, just want to say good morning. I think we're looking at quite the interesting game. So I think it's worth the early hours. So get yourself a cup of coffee and a sausage roll. We're going to get some entertainment right here.
Yeah, and Kyle Waddle, second player for Scotland, makes a double. I think if we have seen anything from Russia that you might just want to question is they go in, when the guards come off, they tend to go into the house straight away. They are not very likely to keep putting the guards up, and sometimes it's not always beneficial for them, as they'll get a couple of doubles against them. And here's a guy you need to watch out for, Sergei Glukov.
Yeah, that's one of those tactical mistakes we've been seeing. They just come into the house a bit too early. Just not, they don't really know the thing about running stones down and allowing your opponent fewer shots to get out of trouble.
Just this side of nose.
But on the other side, they are really good at making those hit and rolls, though.
Between them. Okay, throw barrier. Barrier.
So many teams that come into the house too early, they'll maybe just looking to split the house and they'll roll out very early. These guys do actually make the shots most of the time, so that's been working for them. But it's certainly easier to wait a while. This is Thomas Muirhead.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Hide. Whoa. 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 Nice, Tom.
Will make a very nice shot.
Nice, Tommy. Чуть-чуть подмазать. Славик.
It's hitting 2 now, looking pretty good for Scotland. Glukov gonna play the hit and roll here to try and set 1. And makes that 2, really nice.
Nose. Okay, does that get rid of both? Yeah. Right then. At normal, you might just... Normal, I think, to get this spelled. Throw normal then. Right on the beak. Oh, oh, oh. Whoa. Okay. Good talk.
So Thomas Muirhead will get rid of pretty much everything in the house, but leaves a corner guard.
Probably wanted to throw barrier to try and hold the red there, but if you jam the yellow over here, you end up getting forced, so just as well doing that.
And I think this is another aggressive call from Russia. A lot of the teams would maybe peel the corner guard in this situation to avoid giving up 2, but Arkhipov going to draw around, try and force Scotland to 1.
Looks like Arkhipov has changed his mind here. I guess the problem is even if you make the perfect come around, you might see Kyle Smith running it back, leaving a red corner guard and Redstone behind. And Arkhipov has to play the double to avoid a score of 2. So it might just be the safer option here. If this one was yellow, I think it'd be a no-brainer to come around it. So, Evgeny Arkhipov, skip of Team Russia. He played that final shot against Matt Dunstan in Canada last night under pressure. Just picked out the shot stone to win it.
He won't be able to appeal his guard though. He will still sit there as a guard himself, although this time of course it is yellow, so it could be playing a run back if Scotland makes the perfect come around.
Yeah, I think he was trying to roll into the rings there. Might as well have just peeled it off with the peel weight. I can tell you that first end between Sweden and Canada in the bronze final has been blanked. And Canada now looking to put up a corner guard in the second end. So Kyle Smith here, skip of Team Scotland.
Line's good, line's good. Yep. Top 4, boys. Whoa, line's really good. Yep. Hard. Room, room, room. Hard. Hard, boys. Come on, boys. Hard. Hard.
Thomas Muirhead out to help. Want to drag this one down.
Come on.
Will high the inside. So decent attempt there. Decent enough for Arkhipov to play the run back, apparently. Surely sees enough of the red to make the direct hit.
I think this they might just be talking about what will give them the best result. Running this back, you may end up guarding your stone.
That is true, Sarah. Exactly, Kyle. Stick and roll.
So run back here. Last on of the first end for Russia.
He's made some incredible shots all week. Just getting better and better. And he's going to make this one almost perfect. Just a bit too high to make the roll underneath his shooter. But still a good start for Arkhipov. And we're looking at a blank end here.
Give me a touch more. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Clean.
Last zone of the first end. Scotland looking to blank, and they will do just that, keeping hammer in the second end.
He's going short again, I think. Keep getting around stuff like that. Good job. If he didn't make the hit and roll, we were on for 2 there, so. Good though. Just keep an eye on those splits as well. Right. Well, let's keep it going.
Чемпионат мира играем, 2/4 у нас в комплекте. Жень, да давай ты там не нарушай. Ближний гард.
So with Scotland blanking the first end, we will once again see Arthur Ali start off the second end, and as usual, Russia playing the centre guard.
Серега, Серега, Серега. Нет, не Серега, Димон, Сип. Сип. Отлично.
Out of corner. Oh, yeah. Yeah, line. Hard then. Hard line. Come on, guys. Hard. Bump it off, bump it off. Come on, come on. Go, go, go. Good sweep, guys. Okay.
So won't make the draw, but gets a little split on the guards. As you see the team stats here, and they really couldn't be any closer. 84% for both teams.
Внимание. Сип, Сип. О, Сип. Только вес. Только вес. О.
So Arthur Ali with a really nice come around, absolutely buried and just on top of the button.
Even if you make this, he's guarding. Where? Room! Room!
Line only. Wait's good.
Clean.
So we're talking about the run back, but going for the
Top four,
freeze
guys,
here.
all you. Well done. Hard line. Hard. Come on.
And this one really
Hard.
curling.
No. I just went sideways from the hog.
Sweepers
Good
won't
throw.
be able to hold it, so it'll rub off the guard but roll into the rings.
Окей, да. Слабый тейк.
Russia able to see the inside here though, so we'd really like to get a roll in behind the centre guard.
Whoa! Whoa!
Can't be wide here, Mironov.
Поднять.
Oh,
Just enough to avoid the jam.
Внимательно, Димон.
From the up. Hey. Just that one first.
Что вот так делать?
Peel. Whoa. 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. Spin. Go, Cammy, go.
Well, there we go.
Out point, Waller. Great throw.
Gets a couple of stones out of play here. Kyle Waddle leaves the corner guard and one shot stone. That's a pretty nice result. Bit unlucky not to move the shot stone out of the forfeit.
4:23.
But
Средний ближний. Артур!
That does do a lot
Артур!
for Team Scotland. Mironov
Ближний надо. Сип!
looking for line here.
Играем долг.
Gonna come close to the center. And makes it pretty good.
Не надо плюсовать.
Nose. You like same weight or normal? Okay. Whoa, oh. Whoa! My boy.
There we
Shot.
go. Double from Kyle Waddle.
Kyle. Really nice.
Shot, Kyle.
Челай! Совет! Челай! Только вес.
Челай. Веса, только
Легко.
линия.
Легко.
Ти плюс.
Да я уже вижу.
So Glukov comes around.
Хорош.
Will just be a bit heavy,
Don't
so
mind the
sits in the
split.
back, 8 foot.
Right.
Like that. And if it hangs, we just come to here.
Okay, assist.
Yeah, back four is good, I think.
So the split is definitely there for Scotland. They won't sit for shot if they make it, but they will have 3 stones to go and 2 in the rings, so definitely a very good
Where?
option.
Whoa! Whoa! Yeah!
High.
High!
High.
High! Come on, boys! High! Go! Come on!
Oh, and this is a beauty by Thomas Muirhead.
Really nice.
Great separation,
Good sweep, guys.
Слабый тейк.
and even leaves one behind the guard. Couldn't really have made it any better.
Воу! 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 Внимание! Воу! Сип! Сип! Вес.
Glukov will make the roll to set 2.
Barrier?
If we're hanging wide, we'll play the head roll.
Yep. Barrier.
Yep.
Whoa!
Yep.
No! Not yet.
Looking for the roll towards the center here. Like sit in front of the other yellow.
Okay, Tom.
Will jam it instead, but still sticks the shooter, making Arkhipov play a good roll.
That's still quite good because he's got to make the roll or he's got the nose to set 2 in him. Good shot for double over the face when you lose the shot.
Так, два камня. Да, там небольшой надо совсем. Вот если бы он без был.
So Arkhipov needs another good roll here. If he want to keep Scotland from scoring 2, he wants to be sitting 2 after this.
Оттирай его, Димон.
He'll make the roll, but will he leave a double?
Yep, got it. Yeah, could you see it? Yeah. Got it. Just 3/4 stone and try and make the roll. Be really nice.
So a double to lie to you here for Kyle Smith.
Yep. High.
Yeah! High!
Cammy Smith and Kyle Waddle on the sweep.
Whoa. Roll it! High!
He's going to overcurl it and looks for the roll the opposite way to lie in front of the Russian second shot. Trying to make it a bit more difficult for Arkhipov. Nice result in the end. Not easy to remove this one and sit to. So Sarah. This hit and roll here to sit to. What weight do you play?
Well, they're not taking a lot of ice, and I sure would play maybe board weight and try and be able to hit it past the yellow and roll out, but still sit two. It's curling a lot here though, so I thought they would be taking more ice for that shot.
That's a bit more than board maybe. See if he can make it. No, he's going to jam it. Will remove the red, however. So it's not going to be 3, but it's an open hit for 2.
Just give me a touch less. He'll hold it.
And this could be a very important deuce for Team Scotland.
Keep it clean, boys.
If we give these guys a 2-point lead, it's pretty hard to come back in the game, although it's very early.
Clean. Yep.
Certainly going to give them a
Clean.
big edge.
Clean.
Last stone, second end. Kyle Smith with a nose hit to score 2 here in the gold medal game. There we go.
Come on. Good end.
Good end, boys. Perfect.
They weren't worried about jamming that.
So our early lead for the Scots. 2 up after 2 ends. It's really, after that really good split by
Top 4.
Thomas Muirhead, really set them up nicely.
He's got to go corner or something. What are you throwing it first or second? Because it was hanging wide and just the hat. It didn't look like much rotation. Right, there you go. Come on, boys.
And in the bronze game, a couple of misses by Sweden, and Canada actually picked up 3 in the second end there.
Yeah, a couple of big misses for Sweden. And an even bigger edge for the Canadians. Also a pretty hard team to chase.
Yeah, definitely. But Russia did a very good job chasing them yesterday, so I don't think they're going to be too scared yet.
Come on.
Still 8 ends to go.
Looks good. Keep looking, guys. You look good. All yours, all yours. Boy. Good sweep, guys.
So a bit of a different setup here. Obviously Scotland with 2 points up. They're going to draw the house, and we're not going to see the centre guard this end from Russia. They will put up the corner.
So how defensive do you think Scotland's going to be now?
Well, I definitely think they're going to peel the corner when they get a chance, but I don't think they're going to go ridiculously defensive. It's still 8 ends to go.
Just tight.
Tight.
What are your thoughts?
No, I think it's a bit early. I mean, pretty much going to have to make every single peel for 8 ends. And if you play really defensive, you're allowing Russia to get an easy deuce right back, I think.
Front ring.
You've got to put some stones in play, apply some pressure. Can't make it too easy for Arkhipov.
Tie up, boys.
But the problems with putting stones in play, though, is these Russians are pretty good at using them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll just see the draw around the corner. Going to ignore these stones. Remember early in the week we talked a lot about patience. It's a 10-end game. You don't have to go all out to come back in the game, but some teams have actually been way too patient and not aggressive enough.
No, and I think, well, Russia said that their key to winning would be patience as well. They're just definitely not scared to spend a lot of time building up their ends and then going for the attack.
By the center line.
Artur Ali, that's pretty long. It's behind the corner though.
Yeah, not too bad there. Allows for another draw if they wanted.
But Scotland's just going to guard this again, and if they do, Russia's probably going to need to do something about the fact that the centre line is getting pretty clogged up.
So when you talk about the Russians and their patience building up the end, it's a bit different from patience we've seen from other teams where they just kind of play very openly, you're just hoping to have a chance to score 2, and then they won't be able to and they have to blank the end, and they've just done that for too many ends, and then just never gotten a chance to score and come back. Russians, on the other hand, they'll just look to put stones in play.
Dmitry Mironov here looking for at least a double. But we'll just about get the one.
So, 2 very nice shots by Cammy Smith will allow Scotland to just put up the guard here. That shot stone's just in the perfect spot, and it's well covered by the tight centre. So there's no real big risk here of just playing the guard. Just trying to make it difficult for Team Russia.
Room, guys, room.
I'm going to keep this long.
Halfway long.
So sweeper's not touching it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Finish it. Yep.
Bit of a mistake from Kyle Waddle.
Whoa, whoa. Nice.
You want to utilize your sweepers, but it does stop in time. There's some good separation here.
So needing a bit more precision from Mironov if he wants to remove both guards.
That's what I thought it was.
Oh.
Just overswept it. And it's going to cash their second shot as well. Not a good result.
Did that touch?
So definitely even less risk for Scotland now. They can just keep guarding this. Russia don't have that biter on the 12 foot anymore.
It's got to stop. Sit down, girl. Never, never, never. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, ho, ho. Good. Nice, Tom.
Where are you getting that?
So good line, but they're even closer together now. And this time it's Glukov on the hack.
And Glukov, he's the guy to make this shot, I think. There we go. Nice double, close to the treble.
Like the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just peel.
Hair less. Yep.
I think this is a good call. Just peel the corner. No need for aggression here. If you ever miss the centre guard,
Whoa.
just gonna leave Russia a chance to get their two back.
Fight, Tom.
There's only one stone left in the house. It's gonna be really hard for the Russians.
As well, denial. 2 up. So.
Now, I've seen the freeze called a lot. I just wonder if it's a better option coming around the red.
Well, maybe in that case you're making Scotland probably play a more difficult shot. As you've said so many times, Sander, freeze needs to be absolutely perfect, and even then with big weight the stones are really lively. Scotland's probably going to be able to get rid of your yellow anyway.
Yeah, yet I haven't seen a perfect open freeze. Stones are so lively and the houses are so keen. You know, that's a really nice try, but it's not going to be enough.
Half stone will get you.
Руками кидает, не упал. Тоже третьен, кстати, он сейчас своими руками. Что теперь делать? Yep, straight up. Московские парни не очкуют.
Should be a gimme for Kyle Smith here. Just a half stone peel.
Clean. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Hard. 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 Whoa.
Yep, everything goes. And there's nothing to hide behind or freeze onto anymore. Russia just gonna draw the wing and then probably just go to blank this end.
Yeah, that's the nice thing although about playing the freeze. You're pretty much secure the blank if you come around it and don't make it. Scotland might sit 2 and you have to just might be forced to score your 1.
Can you believe he left it there though? Strange. Almost left.
Archipelago just might want to pick a spot and another end. Certainly you don't have to be too desperate. With 7 ends to go.
Use the council better. Oh, yeah, bloody right. Что-то вообще не упал. And turn. Вообще что-то не упал. А? Вообще не упал. Ну, в эту сторону меньше памяти. Either or. Hit's a good start.
Normal. Whoa. Off.
Clean.
Clean. Yep.
Yep. Hard.
Hard, boys.
Hard.
Gotta go. Hard, boys. Okay, that curl.
So Kyle Waddle hits the yellow but will roll out. So Russia are gonna have a pretty easy blank here.
that way. He's going low like I was wide. Strange him going in the corner.
Last stone of the third end, and Arkhipov just putting this through an empty house. It'll be another blank, and this time it's Russia to keep hammer in the fourth end. Third end was blanked in the bronze game between Canada and Sweden as well. So they're now playing the fourth end. Canada with a 3-0 lead, Sweden with hammer.
I gave you just a little bit more ice on number 5. Seemed to work. The line's off like that, we can just pummel it and take it in. So there's no point leaving a guard that's recovering. Same again. Don't understand that one. Tight. That was good.
Лопат сегодня был. Вообще все подряд.
So 75% for Cami Smith so far.
Thomas, we're over curling. Right. We're going to over curl. Come on, boys.
Gonna want a nice
Work it.
shot stone with his first one in the fourth end as well. Okay. This one a bit shorter, sits top 12.
Либо такой, либо такой.
Давай средний, ну, за корнер.
За корнер? Окей.
Ну, не могут, по-моему, последний газ, и все.
Завес, да.
96% for Arthur Ali, certainly made some shots. Not sure if that 75% for Cami was quite right though.
I think it was maybe the second end when he rubbed off a couple of guards.
True.
Oh, but
I only see the best in people.
am I the negative one out of the two of us?
Well, that's a big mistake from Arthur Ali, so that's going to drop him down from 96.
Yeah, definitely.
Arkhipov just looking underneath the stone, maybe just picked there.
Looks like he found something.
Yeah. A normal mistake from Arthur Ali, that's for sure.
Room. Come on, boys, drag it.
So it might be
real hard, you gotta go.
Pretty difficult for Russia to get some good corner play now.
Hard. Whoa.
Just gonna come around here, draw the center.
No, that's way too short. I think Kyle Smith would rather have that in the house than that far away.
And why would you rather have it in the house?
Well, they're 2 points up. They don't want to leave these long guards for Russia to play around with. If you come into the house, it's pretty easy to control whatever's going on.
So, not an ideal shot from Arthur Ali there either. Just quite wide on line and sits open. very good game for Kyle Waddle so far. 96%.
Whoa. Yep. Roll it. All right, go. Avoid. Shot.
Get rid of the yellow and roll out. Sitting 2 at the moment. That won't scare Arkhipov though. He's going for the draw again. And Mironov started off this game with a couple of really nice freezes. It says 100% there. I'm not sure after that jam in the previous end that's 100% correct.
Yeah, only made the single peel when I was looking for the double as well. Might just be some very excited Russian people doing the stats over there.
Oh, and this one is heavy. Will it sit for shot? Yeah, just.
Top button.
Наш лучше, почему?
Whoa, room. Loads of room.
Weight's good. T.
Go there. Still got a curl in for that. Kami, right on it. All right, Kami. Come on, Kami. All right.
Good
Okay.
job.
So don't think this end is turning out the exact way that the Scots want it. There's a long centre guard. Stone behind the tee line here. Of course, they do have the play along the centre line, which is usually good for a team without a hammer, but it'd be nicer to keep it a bit cleaner, I think. These Russians are pretty good at generating points, even with a centre guard when they have hammer. Really good at the 4-foot play. And that's going to look like a pretty good draw from Mironov. And Scotland's just going to get sucked into this 4-foot play. Don't really have too much choice here.
Or do you just, like, back 4?
Back 4.
So looking to come to the inside here of the yellow, trying to wiggle it loose.
Where?
Even if you catch a high side here, you sit on top of the yellow for shot.
No. Where's the weight? Never.
Can't catch it too high though.
Never.
Just looking for this one to swing. Just going to catch a bit too high.
Too much weight.
Yeah, looks like Russia is still sitting short. So possibility to sit here, 2 here. Sergei Glukov, 96% for the Russian third.
So Glukov is going to try and follow this stone down here. Looks like to be a bit more weight than Thomas Muirhead. Oh, pretty much the same actually. Gets inside, sits 2. Now, what shot is left here?
Just looking to double tap them. That will leave Russia sitting 1.
Can you put the yellow over the top?
Maybe with some difficulty of getting another one in there.
Like that?
Just looking at the peel here, that's what I was looking at. If you could ever just slash this one, I wonder if you could get the back one. It might just jam.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
A third.
Yep.
Like that?
Yeah.
Could make all the yellows go here.
Edge of stone.
And I like this call. You don't want to leave any yells around, really. Big peel from Thomas Muirhead with that tuck slide delivery.
Got a curl. Got a curl.
Did jam.
Okay.
But Scotland sits 2.
Yeah, that's probably pretty good.
Начало 4.
Yeah, just kind of dragged a bit onto the back one there.
I think you just had a bit much weight in your first one. They were wanting to go. They gave it a wee bit and you let go as well.
Yes.
It's strange because you were like that weight.
Начало 4 делаем. Контроль вес. Стремление. Стремление.
Big scrub here from Ali and Mironov. Really curling and looks really light as well. Not a very good shot by Glukov.
Hey, I throw this out to
Kind of closest
Or you throw this into him.
that draw.
If you go here, it doesn't matter.
But at least makes it harder. Remember, Scotland sitting 2 without hammer. Meanwhile, Sweden scored at 2 in the 4th end against Canada. Score there is now Canada 3, Sweden 2.
Give me a wee bit less.
Half right. Aye, fully top 4, Kyle.
Top of the 4. Okay. Yep. Bite the buttons really, really good. It's a fraction. 15. I'm tight. Gotta go.
Yep.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
High. Line's
Where?
good.
Whoa.
Yep.
Top 4.
Line's good.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Cammy's over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hard. Hard, boys.
They'll drag this one past the top one here. Have they left it for too long? No, comes past. On the tee line, just half foot too far, but looks pretty good. It's going to be really hard for Arkhipov to follow that shot. Great communication. It was hard to pass that top red by any less. That's a cheeky line call from Muirhead and Smith. Oh, that's pretty much buried. It's going to be hard to freeze for Shaw here. Going to try and follow the line here of Smith's draw. Should start to curl now. Will it be enough though? Going to pass that top red by nothing really.
Yep, and Scotland still sits for shot. Really good try by Arkhipov.
Same again.
Now if Kyle Smith could ever just do the same shot, inside freeze or even just a little tap, and maybe sit 2, that's going to put Russia in some big trouble.
Split it over in guard.
Okay. Just thinking, what does nose, guys?
The worst thing we do is if we're wide and tap him into here.
Yeah. If I'm throwing the same weight.
Same weight.
Just give me a frac. That's good there, I think.
So you heard him say that wide's the worst thing that could happen here. If you ever end up just corner frozen on the outside, just gonna leave a nose hit for a 1, maybe 2. So I want to come to the inside. Even if you pull up short here, top 12's not horrible.
That's more, that's more. Off.
Some more weight from Kyle Smith.
Never. Clean.
Yep.
Yeah!
Oh, that's gonna.
Come on!
This is gonna over curl.
Yep.
Maybe caught something there, not sure. That just swung all of a sudden.
That just howled that. What was it? Jesus, that moved. Just hung and then suddenly it was on the
You might just have to keep your brooms down clean. Not sure if that was a clean pick or if
What was my weight?
just caught the frost.
No, it's definitely a path where we've seen stones really starting to curl once they get into that special place.
Yeah, just if you leave it for too long, it'll start to cut. So if you're ever close, you just might want to keep your brooms down. Just easy sweep, just to make sure it doesn't cut away from you. But again, it wasn't a horrible spot there. Arkhipov with the last stone of the 4th end really should score here to keep himself in the game. And you know, when you're skipping by skip turn silent, you know it's not good. Sail 1 for Scotland, 3-point lead after 4 ends.
Your feet, Tom. Should have cleaned that, man. Should have cleaned that. Should have been cleaning that, eh? I was worried the worst thing you could do. I threw the brush.
Yeah, you threw the brush, but
You don't touch them. That was the way to miss it. Just play a good 5th here. Top 4, let's make the first one. Come on. What the hell, where did that swing from?
what number are you?
And the bronze final game between Sweden and Canada. Sweden has struck back with a score of 2 in the 4th end, but Canada with that 1-point lead and hammer now in the 5th.
You know where, boys?
Cammy Smith again, looking for top 4. It's all up to Muirhead and Waddle here to bring it down.
All you.
You don't want to underestimate
Keep looking, guys.
the lead shots. And sometimes you just feel just into the ring somewhere is good enough, but if you get a perfect shot, top 4 right there, certainly just gives you an edge.
Come on.
Yeah, we definitely saw that in the 3rd end when Russia blanked. It's just basically 2 perfect shots by Cammy Smith that left them chasing for the entire end. They were not able to really create any really good situations.
Yeah, sometimes those lead shots are just as important as any other shot.
Sometimes.
No. It's hard to say that the open draw to the top 4 is more important than the nose hit for the win.
Well, I guess you're right.
Yeah, but I think so. With 3 ups, you don't really want short.
But obviously, if you need to score 2 in the last end, you got to put the guard up.
So one is quite tight to the rings, so top 12.
Switch it. Kyle. Hard, guys. Front ring.
Don't want to undercurl this one and show
Line's good now. Line's good.
the wrong side of the shot,
Yeah,
Stone.
make sure you're in. Make sure you're in.
It's not in, but it's a tight centre.
Yeah, and you're also forcing Russia to play the freeze on the outturn side, which is definitely a good thing for Scotland. Dragging the play away from the corner guard.
Yeah, it's 2 good shots by Cammy. If you don't get those stones in place, you're just going to be a 1 step behind your opponent at the start of the end. If you've ever played lead, you'll know that if you don't put your stones in the place, you'll just see your team chasing.
So it's got to be in the front ring.
So moving on to second players, and
Yep.
of course they're allowed to hit
Clean,
anything
guys,
they
clean.
can see,
That's
so
my waddle.
just peeling off the corner guard here.
Come on.
Russia just looking to lock another one on here.
Жень, фриз, да? Да. Вес. Совет. Очень узко линия. Очень узко линия. Поменяться и свип. Поменяться и свип. 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 Свип.
Dmitry Mironov isn't really showing the great form we've seen him in. It's a very
So if you get a nice
short
angle on them, it's good.
come around that's actually just going to overcurl the guard.
The only thing we could do wrong is leave it like that.
It's not good if you do it. Why don't we just rip?
We rip.
Not like that.
No, I don't think so. Here's pretty good. This is still he's supposed to make that, and he's pretty set for 2.
Aye.
I think if we make this, he's gonna rip.
Think.
He's got to. Can't lose another one.
I scramble.
I like this. Go top 8, even here.
It's a tough throw, that.
I like this.
Muirhead not really liking the call here, I think.
He's ripping them. Front ring's okay.
Front ring.
Worst thing we can do is this.
That's the worst.
Yeah, short we can rub and we still guard.
You have to show some well-timed aggression as well.
Where?
Certainly has been
Rim!
a problem for some teams, not applying enough
Jesus,
pressure.
No.
Don't really want to be playing with too many stones when you're 3 up, but
Hard!
doesn't sit well for
Hard,
the
Tommy.
Russians.
Come on! Go! Hard!
Kyle Waddle goes from a corner guard peel
Right to it! Come on!
to outturn freeze and makes it really nice.
Ага, и потом мы что будем делать? А потом пробивать.
And Dmitry Mironov is going to need to pull off a good one here.
Поставим фриз, нам влепят гард и все.
Is it?
Давай. Борт или чуть выше? Просто фриз, смысла нет фриз вести. А нам влепят гард, Даня, и что мы будем делать? Разбивать потом это все, колотить? Давай. Бортом, я думаю.
Is it me next?
Выше борта. На 20. Ровно, край играем. Бокс. А? Что, гордой с ним? 20. На 20 где-то. Хорошо. Не закатит, ничего себе.
So with that perfect freeze being made by Kyle Waddle, Russia need to create some separation here. Ooh, but Mironov will just drive by everything.
Нормально вот это было задание. Надо камень потом.
So close to making contact, but nope. And Scotland's just going to guard this now.
The only problem is with these angles. If he hits on the right side, that'll reverse. This yellow will be spinning here.
I don't mind peel the top yellow.
Sorry? Peeling that.
Ask Rambo maybe.
Rambo, of course, is nickname of David Ramsey,
I don't mind
Scottish coach.
Just seems awful early for doing it, really. It's that you just throw here. Just there is really good.
That's pretty good.
That's perfect.
Even in here.
Well, yeah. The only danger is that you leave something like this, and he's got a peel now. We play that there
Right.
and lets him rip everything, then we can panel it. Yep, level with that, or just inside. Because it means if that does reverse, that'll stop it running into that. Just throw it for short and we'll sweep it. Just throw it for short and we'll sweep it. All you guys. Room. Whoa. All you
Looking
now.
for
Line's really good.
top 12 here.
Well done. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Aye. Yeah.
And really, really good
Like that.
curling there by Thomas Muirhead.
Nice.
That's exactly where they wanted it.
Cammy, just watch.
Ай? Вот так вот.
So, you certainly got to open things up here.
Средний тейк. Не, давай чуть-чуть повыше. 60.
Might just be lying shot after Glukov's stone here. Let's see Muirhead out shooting Glukov by 10%. Certainly one of the keys to Scotland's 3-point lead. Let's see here. Oh, he's not going to make contact.
No, and I'm not sure that's going to help Russia a big deal.
Oh, big trouble.
Halfway or tight.
We need to cover that red, don't we? The one that we can see
Yeah.
at edge.
Just split the center line.
Okay.
Or just over. Halfway's good.
Yeah,
Even
so
tight.
Russia
Because running
could
it,
probably
that's
see
only gonna make us
a
look
fraction
fast.
of the shot stone here.
No. Halfway or just tight.
Could come after it. So you're going to make sure
What
to,
you got me ice from my lap?
if anything, be on the left side of the center line here.
Here, less. Yeah. Even a little less, even. Yeah.
Just cross center.
Where is she?
Might seem like a simple shot, but just placing you know, placing the perfect guard is not always that easy on swingy ice like this.
Whoa. We just have to be a...
Whoa! Jesus.
Whoa, boys, whoa.
Well, this one might just be overcurling a wee bit.
I know. Whoa.
Will cover the shot, Stone,
Aye.
but has left
Fine with the first slice.
appeal for Glukov.
Realised didn't want to do what we did yesterday and take too much and then not cover it. And he picks it. How much has he got? I don't know.
Sochi would just like to roll behind the corner guard here.
Yeah, not playing big weight here. Obviously not panicking.
Small shuffle on the wee bit, I think.
Let's see what happens here. Still not going to do too much.
God.
Yep. Just guard the hole, eh?
Yep.
You know, we're down to skip stones here.
Just inside.
Thought we would see a bit more weight
Wow.
from Glukov and try and
Right on the 8.
move things around, at least sit for shot.
Just halfway. He was worried about doing what we did yesterday. And we took less ice and he took tight. 20. Okay.
Димон вот так вот вообще швыряет.
Keep it clean.
Димон и спросит, куда я знаю. Он говорит, я не знаю. Я же не специально. Ну иди втащи, может.
You know, a lot of players tend to slide a bit tight and then pop it out on the broom. When you're playing the guards, you come out a bit too heavy in the hack. You don't want to pop it to put on too much weight, and you just come up tight over curl.
Whoa, off. Let it stop. Let it stop.
Score curl.
Yep. Hide! 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 Hide!
That curl's going to make a really nice guard here. Covers the hole.
Что делаем? А? Что? Вот показываешь мне.
Well, might just be a shot for Russia till I3 here.
It's finishing more than it
Ну надо
was
что-то делать здесь.
earlier in the weekend.
Просто снимать гард не вариант.
I think if you angle this right back onto the top red,
About 2 days ago.
that will go.
Три в даме делать.
Yellow will jam on the yellow, on the red, sorry.
We took less
And they
ice
might
and
just
we-
hang around for free.
It's hard to go when you're throwing.
Yeah, it might just be there.
This is my only worry.
Either way, though, as long as you make contact there, you'll allow yourself a bit more room to score.
Он не пойдет.
Although, of course, Russia would definitely like to score more than one there, 3 points down.
Really gonna make this one.
Разбиваем, средний тык. Но он не стоит так, Жень.
Half and it's
А?
3.
Он не стоит так.
I think it's there.
Там ставь щетку.
Less than that.
Elise is it too.
Maybe a third.
Just jam it perfectly on the top red.
Как будто там варианты есть, что еще делать.
Not big weight from Arkhipov. Big chance for him to come back at the end. What's he got here? There we go. The problem is, though, didn't play enough weight at it.
Yeah, just inside.
Did have a chance to lie 3 there.
See what I can see, like a bit hot.
Yeah, definitely. Just through normal.
Caught it in the perfect spot. If he threw a bit more weight, that shot stone would probably roll maybe to the edge of 12. Now he's left that hit and roll for Kyle Smith to lie 2. Just
Just throw like hot.
I should have, you know, thrown a bit more weight there.
You like hack, yeah?
Yep.
And in the fifth end,
Just a hair more.
in the bronze medal game, Matt Dunstan missed shot to blank and scored 1. They're still 2 points up, but Sweden with hammer now in the 6th.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Off.
Oh.
Off.
So Scotland sits 2, but there might just be a slash just to score a deuce here for Arkhipov.
Nice throw, Kyle.
Oh, is it worth going for?
You definitely don't want to give up another steal here. But then again, scoring 1 is not the best either. It is the final, so maybe you might as well go for it.
It's just a shame we couldn't make that first one a bit better.
Я за такой вариант. Если мы не попадаем, мы отдаем 1. Я вот за такой вариант. А? Так же, как и сейчас. Да? Если попадаешь,
Might
забираешь
not be
2.
super easy to score one here even.
Well, you could draw the forfeit.
Yeah, well, you have to draw the in-turn. Nose hit on the open red, it's not going to give you one.
Я думаю, можно ударить.
Now, I think it's just down to what you feel most confident about. In-turn draw shouldn't be a problem. If you feel like you're going to make it, I think you might just go for it. It's a big risk, but then again, taking 1, 2 down, give Scotland the hammer back. It's not ideal.
No, definitely not. So they have called the double. It's just about the same line that Arkhipov just threw.
Oh,
it's
you're
probably going to come down with some more weight now, though.
Yeah, you're going to have to come awfully close to the yellow one to make it even. So a big shot called for Evgeny Arkhipov. Super hard. Slash double last on of the 5th end. Looking to score 2 here.
Oh.
It's not going to make it. And it's a steal of 1 for Scotland. They move to 4-0 after 5 ends. I'm not sure if he believed in that shot enough to make it.
I shouldn't have asked for less ice. I was just scared it wasn't.
And there you see, line score after 5 ends. 4-0 in favour of Scotland. Player is going to have a 5-minute break. So are we, but we're going to be back with highlights from the first 5 ends. So join us again in a couple of minutes.
So we're going to take a look at some of the highlights from the first 5 ends here in the men's final between Scotland and Russia. First end was blanked by Kyle Smith in the second end after Arkhipov jammed the shot to lie 2. It's an open hit for Kyle Smith to get the first deuce.
In the fourth end here, a tricky shot for Arkhipov to score 1. Needs to tap his yellow, and this one just over curling. So it'll be a steal for Scotland, taking a 3-0 lead.
In the fifth end, Arkhipov calls the big shot. It's really difficult slash double to score 2. Just going to over curl it, and Scotland steals again 4-0 after 5 ends. So we're back in action here. That's Cami Smith to start off the sixth end. Obviously just looking for the top 4 draw here with a 4-point lead.
And it's really important for Russia not to think too far ahead now. They just probably need to think one end at a time, try and score 2 now, and then you're going to need to try and steal or force 1 and score 2 again, and do that a couple of times. So if you start thinking too far ahead, it might feel like a really long way. And this call is a bit different. Just going to play a really tight guard to that red just played by Cami Smith.
Yeah, we've seen some nutty calls from the Russians, but tend to work. You know, just throwing off your opponents and calling some very aggressive shots. And I think you might just have to be a bit crazy to come back in the game. 4 down, 5 ends to go against really solid Scotland. I don't mind it, although I probably would have called corner guard myself. Guess it just feel like the traditional ways are not going to work. And just trying to lure Scotland into playing an aggressive end.
Yeah, well, they have been struggling, so might just feel like they need to do something different and be creative to get something going for them here.
Cami with a nice draw.
Nice shot.
And Archer Ali is just going to follow down on the outturn path here. What do you think Russian coach Vasily Gudin would have said to the boys in the halftime break?
Well, he's very fond of the word patience. That's what I know from talking to him. So might just have said that and probably just told the boys to, you know, go all in. This is a big moment for you guys, so just hang in there and try and score your 2 and then just keep it going. It's pretty much all they can do. They can just focus on right now and making every shot as good as possible.
Yeah, whatever happens here, they've had a great week, and it's just a good result. Silver medal even would be a big thing for this Russian team. It's the first time Russian men's team has made it to the playoffs in the World Juniors, and they made a final as well. I mean, they've got to be proud already. Still have a chance to get the goal though. Almost came back in that fifth end. Just putting a lot of stones in play, and they might just have to just play draws, and then hope for a big shot from Arkhipov to just blast it and score 6. Who knows what's going to happen with these guys?
Yeah, you never know. So calling a board weight first, but Mironov from from the hack, just convincing Arkhipov that they should maybe put up another guard. So maybe that's something that Goodin told them in the break. Don't be so quick with coming into the house.
Yeah, when you have guys like Kyle Waddle and Thomas Muirhead throwing the peels, you can't give them too many tries. And over on sheet B, where the bronze final is being played, Matt Dunstan just played an open hit to sit 3, and it's an 8-foot draw for Patrick Malbergs to score 1 and the sextant, trailing by 2 points.
Peel away, catch this thick. Just a bit thicker than half.
And chance for Scotland to remove some yellow here.
Well, how much separation is there on those stones?
Not 100% sure, but might be able to even get the one in the house.
There we go. Yeah, I was just a bit worried that would drag a bit more. Couldn't quite see the gap there, but worked out. Kyle's a master of the angles, apparently.
Well, it sure seems like it, and Patrick Malbergs did make the draw for 1, so Canada only 1 shot ahead of the Swedes now, but they do have hammer in the 7th.
Just peel, Tom.
Yeah.
Clean.
Off.
Clean. Oh boy, nice throw.
So 4 stones to go for Russia. Glukov's going to play the freeze. So pretty good shot, but definitely some separation there. So gets rid of everything. House is now completely empty.
They seem to hold that back here.
Russia can't really do anything but put up the corner guard and hope for a miss and a nose hit from Kyle Smith.
As well, just rolling away. Leave it last. Keep it clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Clean.
Nice shot.
That number 3, and that's what I'm saying. Mine it pulled in the draw here, and then they hit the fireman and that's it pulled as well. Mine it was on the nose, must go down and that's the back.
6 seconds. Только нет. Можно поменяться.
I like to slow on, man.
Хорошо.
Give
Спасибо.
me on that turn. Just throw peel again, I think. Make sure I hit it. Keep it clean. Clean. Yep. High. Whoa. Whoa.
Shot.
So Scotland will hit and stick with their last.
He was worried there, it's so tight.
Russia's going to need to blank this.
So tight and just.
Сип.
He's taking one.
Сип.
Last stone of the 6th end. And it will be a blank by Russia. Still trailing this game with 4 points.
Go on, you're supposed to just get up there. Because you worked it. Make her peels.
Если вы все так и будете, так и
Boss.
это будет. Пускай исполняет. Лучше не исполнять, вертикально. Соберись, Дима. Что-то промоушен.
And there's a whole heap of stones on the forfeit over on the bronze final game. There's basically 3 yellows on the left side and 3 reds on the right side of the forfeit. One long centre guard up. Canada has the last stone. Looking a bit messy for them. They're down to Daniel Grant's second shot. Second for Team Canada.
Line's perfect. Other boy. Nice, Kami. Perfect.
I got 10.
So center guard setup didn't work for Russia in the 6th end, and we're back to seeing the corner guard being put up by Artur Ali.
Front ring. Front ring.
Not much though. Front ring needs to be front ring.
Let it stop, let it stop. Looks like you're right on it.
Freeze it.
You can't bump off, you can't bump off. Come on, girl, just finish up. Get going, it's nice. Good.
And here's the second corner guard.
Yeah, more traditional setup for the end here, Team Russia. They were a bit experimental in the previous end, and it didn't quite work, so back to the typical corner guards, hoping for a miss. Could prove difficult to get a miss from Kyle Waddle, but now that I've cursed him.
You never know. The Scottish team is definitely very likely to make their appeals.
Clean. Clean only.
Well, that curse didn't take, and Waddle peels off the corner.
Yeah, they're probably just starting to feel a bit more comfortable. If they had any nerves, they should have settled down a bit more now. They have a 4-point lead, and they're certainly looking very good in this end as well.
Средний гард, на уровень. На уровень. На уровень соси выше. Сип. Down. Сип. 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 Чуть-чуть ниже, да.
Keeps the corner guards level, so still no double for Kyle Waddle.
No, right off. Okay, nice. Avoid. Nice, Kyle.
Ладно, думаешь? Или вот сюда? Давай лучше сначала сюда.
So now Russia's going to come down behind the corner guard, starting to make a move towards scoring a deuce. Dmitry Mironov been struggling a little bit this game. Not really been the solid rock that we're getting used to seeing him as.
Maybe it's too early in the morning.
Maybe they were up battling Canada until late last night to make it to the final.
I do believe they had more support last night as well.
So we make this. You just got a whole lot to draw out to.
Seemed like that kind of
Okay, peel the guard then.
worked for them. They had plenty of people watching last night, just cheering them on. And maybe some of the fans celebrated too hard last night and couldn't quite make it up for this morning's final.
So it won't make the peel of the corner guard here, but peels the one in the rings instead, so still works. No, I think it's, do you think that happens? That sometimes teams just get really excited when they make the final and then you don't really manage to get yourself properly grouped together for the final game.
I guess so. It's just hard to explain how things work. Never made it to the final myself, so I wouldn't know.
Well, this man has, Sergei Glukov. And he's gonna need to play some more very good shots if they want to have a chance. So we'll get the little tap and roll in behind. Bit of an angle here though, so we're gonna try for the double. Wanna make sure that you peel.
Yeah! High! High! Whoa! Roll that.
Yeah, well, didn't end up too bad, but certainly 2 misses from Muirhead that worked out.
So now starting to work on these red ones down the center line. Gonna freeze or tap onto them.
He's going here. That's the danger still. Yeah, no. Problem is getting rid of it.
What have you got? You've got hit and check.
If he just knows. Don't know if that beats the yell, but he's going here then.
Then you freeze it.
And he only gets 1. That's what we're thinking about.
He probably goes there. Are you?
Yep.
We check in, beat the front yell, or do it just go nose?
I think just knows. Maybe. Well, you gotta get rid of one of them, and this is the one, the easier one to get rid of. Yeah, right on the beat.
So Kyle Smith just looking to nose this yellow on the wing.
Clean. Whoa, whoa. Clean.
Yep.
Yeah!
Will sit 3, but leaves a pocket for Arkhipov.
Should give me more on the nose because it isn't really much of a hole if he leaves it short.
So with a good draw here from Evgeny Arkhipov. He might just be able to score 2 and come back in the game. Oh, coming close to the top stone here. Just going to feather off it, and he will bounce.
Even if we take this away.
Even that.
That is really good. Right in on your roll.
So not quite able to make those key shots like they did yesterday against Canada.
No, they just seem to be a little bit off every time, either in line or weight.
You've got nose is better
So,
than sticking it though. He's got a triple.
looks like,
If you roll
well, they've
away,
had a great week, but it looks like
nose are just
this
over
might
par
just
as
be a
well.
bit more than they can handle.
Same weight. Same weight, Tom.
Maybe just spent too much magic last night.
Maybe.
It's not enough left. And I do believe we saw a miss from Matt Dunstan here. Looking a bit upset. We'll get back to you on the score.
I think he had a double to score 4 or 5. And he will just pick up 1.
As we see Kyle with a very nice shot here. Rolls into the 1 foot. And it's going to be pretty hard for Russia to score now, I think. Really hard. Yes, he can run the yellow and double the 2 in the 4 foot, but he will probably spin away. And Scotland should steal 1. I don't think it's there.
No, they definitely can't get 2. The question is, are they going to get 1?
I think it's going to be really hard.
I think he either plays it that way and makes like the double on these 2, or if he noses, I think that spins up. Because that needs to go like below sideways.
Yeah, not quite sure if it's possible to score here. But it's the only shot left. Run back last zone of the 7th end. Yet to score, Team Russia. And that's exactly what was going to happen. Hit it perfect. Physically possible to score there, I think. And it's another steal for Team Scotland. 5-0 now after 7 ends. Looking really tough for Team Russia to get back in. And as mentioned, over on the bronze final, big chance for Matt Dunstan to score big. Only picks up 1, but still a 2-point lead for Team Canada in the chase for the bronze final.
And it was a really hard shot for Dunstan, though. He had to make a slash double, and it wasn't really that much room for him, so not very easy, but he will get the 1. And I think this final is just slipping away from Russia now. 5 points down, 3 ends to go.
Fight the button, guys. Fight the button. Hard, 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 hard. Come on. Yep. That's good. If he comes around, it's easier to run as well. How about Cammy? Just through it.
Think so. Safer. If he puts it short, then we're suddenly up the shiter.
Just seeing the same setup here again. But Cammy Smith just going to put his second stone through the house. want to avoid anything that Russia can freeze to or that peels can catch on.
Yeah! Aye! Clean! About.
I'm guessing Kyle came out a bit tight on that one. Just here, Kyle Smith said, ping it, ping it, ping it, hoping
It worked
he
though.
would fix it. And he did.
So guarding the guard here.
Дальний. Дальний гард. Дальний гард. Под линию. Средний. Средний. Палец. Оу! Оу!
Ну, это вообще супер. Это очень хороший суперский газ.
Хорош.
You can have a go at that double.
Сильный.
Can you jump on the red?
No.
Удовольствие, я думаю.
Oh, Arthur Lee sounds like he's working on keeping spirits
That's so
high
long, you could probably get round
for
that.
the Russian team.
Just keep it simple.
Just single this then.
I guess starting to feel down is not going to help you. Just a single peel here. And better getting rid of the one closest to the house. The other one's really, really high, so if you leave that and Russia ever come round it,
Just touch it. Come on. About.
you're probably not going to struggle to reach to the stone that they put in the rings. So Kyle Waddle makes a peel. Arkhipov, do you want to freeze or do you want to draw behind the corner guard?
Если мы забросим сюда, он будет снимать гард. Если сюда, он тоже его снимет, но мы с ним ничего не сделаем.
Просто рот у него там двигался, я вообще ничего не слышал. Он здесь еще как-то уже ставит, чем всем.
Оу.
93.
Тилайн. Линии пока много.
So just drawing behind the corner here.
Много линий.
Веса! Веса! Ти плюс!
Доня, останься.
Ти плюс!
Come on. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Hard on that,
Come
Kyle.
on. Come on.
Давай, давай, его подальше смотри.
I'll go to back 12. And this time it's Muirhead to peel the corner guard.
Whoa. Clean. About. About.
So this time Glukov with a freeze.
Оу. Оу. Только вес.
Хорошая линия. О, пока много. Пока много. Бесконтактный, бесконтактный. О!
And that's a pretty good one.
What if he goes here again?
Can you get both up? Can you
Oh
get
yeah,
that
definitely.
top, eh?
Definitely.
How big a gap?
Like that. Half stone it'll go. Skinny. Clean. Hard. Hard, guys. Right to it. Come on. Come on. Nice one.
Get out!
And Kyle Smith was right. It will go.
Looking pretty pumped, Thomas Muirhead.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And it's the right time to be pumped. It's the final of the World Juniors.
So we're going to split the rings here, Russia.
Контроль вес. Можно, да, можно параллель.
I don't know. He knows this boys, make him play. Hard. Whoa. Clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just Carl here.
So, Will knows. And Russia's just going to freeze tap this back. You're thinking if they knows it, they will give Kyle a double.
Можно тэп сделать.
Wouldn't prevent that. Really need to score a couple here.
Tak. Knows I'll just start crack at the double.
But change their minds. Just going to play the hit here instead. And Kyle is eyeing up that double already.
Твоим еще можно.
Stand, Tom. Three quarters.
Rose is fine though, Kyle.
Yeah, if all the cars will play those. Try and roll this. Peel.
So Scotland's last stone of the 8th end.
Whoa! Yeah! Yeah!
Will they get both?
Roll it! Roll it! Go, go, go!
It's not going to be the double, but that's a pretty nice roll from Kyle Smith.
Yeah, that's an amazing shot.
Come on.
How is Arkhipov going to score 2 here? Well, shot there. It's certainly going to be a bit more difficult. That's a great shot. Going to catch it high side here.
And in the bronze game, Matt Dunstan played a superb role, made Sweden draw for 1. So score there is Canada 5, Sweden 4. Canada with hammer in the 9th. And here's the last stone of the 8th end. Arkhipov looking to pick up 2 for Russia. Oh, and a really great shot from the Russian skip. They will score 2. 2 ends to go, and they need 3 more to bring this to an extra.
Well, a team has never scored less than 2 points in a World Championship final before, so it'd be nice for them to not be the first, but certainly still a chance. 2 ends to go. The pressure is going to be on the Scots here, not the Russians.
Yeah, definitely. Saw Japan in the women's semi-final yesterday with a heartbreaking loss to the Russian women. Going to see them in the final later today. They were trailing that semi-final 6 shots to 2. Ended up winning 8 shots to 6.
Дальний. Хорошо, дальний. Обязательно, Гард. Хорошо, Гард. Сип. Дальний. Под линию.
Oh, and really struggling Artur Ali. That guard, sure they wanted it high, but you absolutely need to make sure that you're over the hog line. Scotland's just going to play this right through, and with the next guard coming up,
Nice going.
well, how do you steal 3? Well, 2 ends to go. You might just need to steal 2, but definitely going to need more than 1 guard for that. So deep breath here, Artur Ali. Make a good one.
Дальний. Какой? Начало.
And it's over the hog line.
Вообще ничего.
Set.
Off, right off, right off.
Weights
Never,
down.
never.
Need it thin.
Yep. High! High! High!
Cammy Smith would like to remove this or push it to the side. He will over curl. So Russia putting up another one. And the reason, of course, why Arkhipov wants this high is to make the double more difficult. See Scotland outscoring Russia so far. 91% for the Scots. Just a really good game today.
Дальний надо, дальний. Дальний, дальний. Дальний, дальний. Ничего нет, ничего нет. Вперед, вперед. Сип! Сип!
Good shot by Mironov. So time for Kyle Waddle to do maybe what he does best. Take guards off for the opponent.
Clean.
Yeah, it's been solid all week, making so many shots. It's been a key factor to this team's success. Just
Should have thrown it first.
always making those peels. Such an important tool to have.
Вау. Вау. Нет, 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 нет. Да даже ближе к среднему. Да я уже вижу. Сейчас, внимание, блин. Си. Жень, ты близко был дальше. Си. Си.
3/4.
So these guards
Singles,
are
okay.
a lot closer together. Possible to get both of them now.
No. Clean. Clean. Nice
Yeah, well, it's not really that important.
No, you'd definitely rather get one than no and still be sitting center guard.
Вес. Дальний надо обязательно. Гард будет? Гард будет? Так, нет. О, чё нет? Сип. Димон первый. Сип. Сип. О.
Well, making those guards.
Single.
If they
Or
could
just
just
make it on the way
steal one or
back.
two, they'll still have a chance.
Okay. Bye-bye. Nice.
Повес. Вау. Вау, поднять. Димон. Воу, воу, воу. Димон. Сип. Сип. Сип.
Single, Tom.
Just single.
Yeah. Singles pass.
Here last.
So enough separation on the yellows here. Just asking for the clean pick from Thomas Muirhead. No problem there.
Going far for double if you throw that was first. If you'd had that throw first, you would have got the double.
Да, вот это. Помнишь, мы пресс везли? Пресс мы вот так везли.
Probably run it, don't you? See, I watched you get up and steal one. Still 2 up going home. Well. So even Peel, he throws the perfect guard. You could try and run it in the second.
I think that's the plan for Kyle Smith. No need to run the first one. If he just you know, just run it by and leave a guard. Just going to give Arkhipov a chance to steal two here. First, Arkhipov is going to make this draw, though. Glukov and Mironov on the sweep here. Got to drag it down onto the forefoot. Got to hide it here. He's not going to, though.
If you just nick this, it's no good. I'll let it run it. Peel's okay.
A bit of an angle here. Could run it if you just pick the guard, that's okay. It's not an ideal shot stone for Russia, still it leaves a pretty simple draw.
Yeah, the only thing you can't do is overcurl the shot. Just anywhere high side here is good. Even nose hit it and make the double. It's pretty good. But you know, with a clean pick, the guard it, you have the forefoot to draw for your one and be 4 up. So not enough. Do you tap it up, leaving the double, or do you guard and leaving the forefoot draw?
Well, I'm not really sure. It looks like they're gonna guard, I guess. Kyle Smith has been throwing a lot more hits than draws, so maybe just want to make him do something different.
Well, you would think that if they could just tap this one maybe to back the wind foot. Does leave a difficult double. I think the forefoot draw is a higher percentage shot. But then again, the guard's a higher percentage shot for Arkhipov.
Давай 4 за, да, приведем.
Вот сюда?
Да.
С какой стороны лучше? С этой?
Ага.
So is he coming around the yellow here, I think?
I think that's the call.
Thing is, if you play the tap, you're going to leave the front stone higher up, and it'll give you more separation. That could be the ideal shot. But this one's looking short. Only drag it past it. And it's going to tick off. And it's left a nose hit for Kyle to score his one.
I threw this exact shot at 7 and it curled a wee bit. So give me a shade more.
At the same time, the 9th end between Sweden and Canada have been blanked. Canada, still with a 1-point lead, will keep hammer in the final end there.
So if Kyle Smith can make the nose hit, or even inside here to score one, you'll have a 4-point lead. That's going to be really difficult for Russia to get back in. Don't want to give up a steal here. Will it curl enough? They're not touching it. And it does look like it's one for Scotland. 4-point lead for the Tartan Army before the 10th end.
I was just thinking that number 3's overcurled a couple of times. Give me a forward one. Right, get rid of it. You throw number, what we call the
So one end to go. Russia will have hammer, but they're gonna need a huge steal of 4 to force this game to an extra, and I think Scottish boys are just starting to see the gold medal in front of them. So they will throw their first stone through.
Можно 2 средних выстрела, кстати.
And not much else to do but for Arthur Ali to put up the corner guard here. And second stone goes through the house from Cami Smith.
Ближний.
And that is a very nice shot by Arthur Ali. But here comes Kyle Waddle. It's just really frustrated when you're putting up those guards and then you just keep seeing them go away.
Yeah, spend so much time making them perfect, and then 10 seconds later, it's gone. Kyle Waddle, 97% in the final. Well, that might just be 98 after that shot. What a game. He has done quite well. He hasn't buckled under the pressure. As we see some stones in play for Sweden. They are lying shot at the top of the 1 foot. Kana has 1 stone back 4, and top 12, 2 center guards up. Looking a bit messy for the Canadians. And Daniel Grant can't make the double peel. Might just get the extra over on Sheep B bronze final. Now on our game here, Scotland is just looking to run Russia out of stones.
Go, go. Attaboy. Attaboy. Play, Kyle.
Just one at a time, don't even need to go for doubles.
Это скорее фриз на начало, Жень.
Зип. 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 Да, линия проходим. Зип. Зип. Зип.
Starting to put stones in the rings now. That's 1.
And a big chance for Daniel Grant's double peel on his second shot over on the bronze final.
Just peel it, Tom.
Yeah.
Thomas Muirhead, 92%. Boy, have they been solid.
Clean it. Attaboy.
Boasting
Good throw.
real solid numbers. And again, gonna make the peel.
Надо, чтобы он 3 раза промахнулся, и 1 раз так у нас гад был. Гад сделал. Ближний гад. Ближний средний. И средний, Жень. Средний гад.
Артур первый, Артур меня. О. Хорош.
And that'll be the final guard. You see from Russia,
You're wide, we'll take that.
3 stones left to play.
Clean.
Clean.
Attaboy.
So Glukov needs to come into the rings now.
Yeah, 1 stone in the house. 3 stones left for Russia. They need to score 4.
Ближний гад.
Kyle Smith will have 2 shots for the win, for the gold.
Линия плохая. Артур первый.
And you'll expect him to make it with his first one.
Ты можешь в дом идти уже, а?
Yep, whichever one you want. Just remove one of these yellow out to play and you'll be the world champion.
So this could very well be the last shot of the World Junior Championships final. Kyle Smith, 1 peel away from the gold medal. Looking good here. Scotland wins it. What a game, what a week for the Scottish boys. Russia did well. It's not their game. The game belongs to Scotland. It's in their blood, it's in their soul. Thomas Muirhead, his sister, 4-time World Junior Champion, European Champion. His father, European and World Champion. And Cammy Smith, Kyle Smith, her father, a world champion. Peter Smith, her uncle, 3-time world champion. Even Hammy on the bench, his father's a world champion. Jim Waddell, his grandfather, European champion and represented Scotland 3 times at the Worlds. And of course Rambo, their coach, David Ramsey, he picked up a bronze, and the World Juniors himself, and has to be so happy to have led the boys to gold here in Sochi, Russia. Bronze last year, gold this time. Just seemed in control the whole game. There was no doubt to who would win it here. They've just been perfect all week. So we might just take a look at the extra end here as well. We have 2 stones to go. And I have to admit, I don't know what even happened over there. There was a bundle of stones down the centre line. I'm guessing Colton Lott and Matt Dunstan has made some amazing shots to clear this up. It's Patrick Moabais drawing to last shot, but he's going to go past, and Canada wins the bronze. A devastating loss for them last night against Russia. They went to the 1-2 page. They lost against Scotland. They lost against Russia, but they will win against Sweden and pick up a medal here. The very young team of Matt Dunstan has had a great week as well. And they're still so young, 2 years to go. We might just see them come back for the next World Juniors and Flims next year. But now it looks like we're going to have a few words with world champion skip Kyle Smith.
Congratulations. How do you feel about the words world champion?
Speechless. I don't know what to say. Just feel fantastic.
What's the reason why your team is the best junior men's team in the world?
I don't really know, to be honest. Just had a really good week and a good year. And I don't know, really. Don't know.
What were your feelings out there playing the final today?
A wee bit nervous, but I think that's only natural. And we just made everything today. We didn't really give them much chance at all. They played well, but when we got our 2-shot leads, we just settled the nerves a bit, and we just made a lot of shots from then.
So what's next for you? How are you going to celebrate?
Well, there's a problem of no drink at the banquet, so we'll have to wait till we get home, and the celebration will be in order, I think.
Well, you've deserved it. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
So Scotland wins the gold, Russia gets the silver, Canada gets the bronze, and we'll take a look at some of the highlights from the gold medal game. But first, we'll see if we can get a few words with the loser of the final, Evgeny Arkhipov, and coach Goodin. But I do think we're going to take a look at the highlights, and you might just get Arkhipov after. First end was blanked. In the second, Arkhipov jams a shot to light 2, leaves an open hit for Kyle Smith, and it's a 2-point lead. Great start for the Scots. Arkhipov blanks the third end. Kyle makes a fantastic draw with his first shot to make things difficult. Arkhipov can't quite follow, and he's going to crash on the top here. It's a steal of 1 for Scotland, 3-0 after 4 ends. And the fifth, Arkhipov will risk it to get the biscuit. Big slash for 2, but won't make it. It's another steal for Scotland, 4-0 at half-time. Arkhipov again in the 7th, still chasing his first point. Makes the run back double, but can't stick the shooter. Another steal for Scotland, 5-0. Again, it's Arkhipov. This time, looking to score 2. Got to catch the high side, not to jam it. Makes it perfect. And Russia gets back into the game. In the 9th, it's Kyle Smith, skip of Scotland, with a nose hit to score 1 and get a 4-point lead. Just going to make it. And in the 10th end, it's Kyle Smith with the honour of running Russia out of stones. Just needs to hit 1 is going to make it, and Scotland is world champion.
Go on! Go on! Can do it! Go on! Come on!
So, doesn't look like we're going to get an interview with the Russian skip. That's it for us now. What an exciting final we have had, and there's one more game to go before we finish it off here in Sochi, Russia. Please stay tuned.